trying to figure out all the various nuances between a Roth and a traditional IRA can be overwhelming to say the least. The fact of the matter is that it's really virtually impossible to understand it all perfectly, but over the next few videos, we're going to try to help you understand it a little bit better. And we're going to break apart the Roth and the traditional IRA first in this video by the similarities, and then we'll move on to the differences, starting with contribution differences and then withdrawal differences. And so what we'll do is we're going to adapt a chart from Vanguard, and we're going to condense it and make it simpler, hopefully easier to understand. One thing to keep in mind here is that Congress can change these rules at any time. So while these are the rules today, they may be very different when you retire, and they could be even different next year. For more information, you can visit the link on the screen below, but again, what I've done is I've summarized the main points from Vanguard. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with the basic purpose. The purpose between the two Roth, the two individual retirement accounts, the Roth and the traditional, are very similar. They're meant to be vehicles to help you save for retirement. And when we say tax sheltered vehicles, what we are referring to is basically a legal way to help you minimize your taxable income and therefore your tax liability. Moving on to the age limits. For most of us, unless you are over 70 and a half, the age limit is basically the same. You can contribute at any age to a Roth IRA, but you have to be below 70 and a half to contribute to a traditional IRA. In terms of contribution limits, for the 2015 tax year, they are both the same. If you are under 50, you can contribute up to $5,500 in a Roth, and likewise with a traditional IRA. The reason I have 2 stars next to the Roth IRA is that there is a chance that your limits could be lower, or you may not even be eligible based on your income, but we're going to talk about those differences in the next video in terms of contribution differences. But all in all, if you are eligible, you can contribute $5,500 in your Roth, you can contribute $5,500 in your traditional if you are under the age of 50. In terms of how my income is affected, or how does my income affect how much I can contribute, the amount that you can contribute to a Roth can't exceed the amount of income that you earn this year. Likewise with the traditional IRA. The amount that you can contribute can't exceed the IRS imposed limits, and that is the same with the traditional IRA. Now, moving forward, can I contribute to multiple accounts? Yes, you can. So while you can have both a Roth and a traditional, or even multiple Roths and multiple traditional IRAs, you can only contribute up to $5,500 per year across all accounts. So as an example, you cannot contribute $5,500 in 2015 to your Roth and $5,500 in 2015 to your traditional for a total of $11,000. You cannot do that, but you could contribute $2,000 in your Roth and $3,500 in your traditional for a total of $5,500. In terms of deadlines, the deadline is typically April 15th of the following year. What that means is I am making this video in 2016. I have until April 15th, 2016 to contribute to my Roth or traditional IRA for the calendar year 2015. So you actually have a little bit more time to contribute. So these are the basic similarities. In the next video, we're going to talk about the differences, starting with the rules on how you may contribute.